Welcome to 726 in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Thank you so much.
Cold and breezy Mountain Home, Arkansas.
You know, the last couple days I went to bed and it was
now, careful,
warmer.
Dan, this is a G-rated show.
Well, everyone goes to bed.
Well, I just
or
didn't know where it was
should
going.
I just retire for the evening, maybe?
Maybe you should retire for the evening. Okay, Dan retired for the evening, and
so it's cool. And you wake up the next morning. It's warmer.
Warmer, exactly. Yeah. Well, a lot of people were turning their air conditioning on the other day. In fact, Shirley's here, and we were talking the other morning. She gets up and walks early in the morning. Of course, you know, Chris and I get up and run. And Monday and Tuesday morning both, we ran in shorts and T-shirts at 5 o'clock, dripping sweat. And Tuesday was really humid, which I love. I'm not complaining. Really humid. I love the humidity.
It beats the ice and snow.
Yeah, this morning I ran in shorts, and I had a long sleeve shirt on, but it was just a, you know, like a wick shirt. It wasn't anything. Yeah. But
do you look at the long-term weather, like what it's going to do, like 30 days out and that kind of thing?
Well, no, not 30 days. I look over the next few days, but all I pay attention to is how cold it's going to be at 5 o'clock.
For you,
when I
time
run,
to run,
when time to run. And that's the and this morning, by the time we got finished, you could tell the wind was kicking back up because when we started, there was no wind at all, and it was 49 degrees and felt really good. And then by the time we got done, the wind had kicked up, and the wind chill was down to like 36, and it was colder.
But we're getting quite a bit of rain, so I mean, we probably,
how much did we get? You know,
I don't know. I know that when I drove home last night, I was sliding all over my. I took a jaunt back to the barn, going through the grass. I mean, it was just really deep and slick mud and saturated ground. Well, I'm sure we need more, though.
The Weather Channel last night or this morning, I guess this morning, actually showed Fayetteville, and there were streets that were flooding over there and all the rain they got and some things like that. And then I got excited last night because there was supposedly a rotating winds up near Squires, Missouri, which is where a good friend of mine's family lives. And so I called him. I said, talk to your sister. He goes, I don't worry about storms. She knows. I'm sure she's in her basement. But I said, well, I hate it when they say it, and I actually know someone that's in that general area. It makes me a little nervous. But I'm not scared of storms for myself. But I always think, go tell somebody to get in the basement. But I like storms. We need the rain.
We had some tornadoes last night down in Monticello, I think.
Oh, really?
They're trying to figure out if it was a legitimate
thunderstorm
or tornado.
I was watching Channel, I guess 11 out of Little Rock, and they were talking about a tornado, but it don't touch the ground. And they spotted one in Little Rock, or North Little Rock, somewhere down there. Well, I know they saw one.
Our season's not been normal for quite a while. I mean,
well, it was 73 the other day.
I know, yeah, that's not normal. And then winters last year was so mild. I think it may have snowed one time.
Yeah, we had one little, but the winter before that, we got a lot of snow. So I'm happy if it's 85 degrees year round in the daytime and 55 at night. That would be perfect weather.
Now, when are you going to start your garden?
I don't garden, and you know that. That's what you brought up. I kill everything. Everybody knows that whenever the gardeners are on here, they always say, oh, I killed a cactus once. Actually, I don't think I killed a cactus. I think it just died because I forgot I had it. But I killed a philodendron. I did legitimately kill a philodendron. I didn't mean to, but I think I overwatered it. So, you know, they're supposed to be like the plant anyone can grow. But no, I don't grow a garden.
Yeah. Well, last week on our Harrison show, the Crooked Creek Water and Soil Conservation District down there in Yellville, they're having their tree sale.
Oh, yeah. They've been here before
got
talking about trees.
They've got, I think, 4 different varieties of pear trees. And
Remember, that came on last year, and you were asking about, weren't you and Betty going to get some?
Well, we got some. We got some. They had apple trees that year, and we bought 4 or 5. I can't remember. It's 4.
Have they done well?
They have done well, yeah. If I can keep the deer from eating the leaves off.
Oh, yeah. Everybody around here has trouble with the deer. But no, I do grow fresh herbs. I can handle fresh because I love to cook. And so I do grow fresh herbs on my little patio.
But they're outside all year round? Or do you?
Well, no. I just replant them in the spring. I get cilantro and chives and basil and oregano and some things like that I use a lot. I use a lot of cilantro. I didn't know how much I used until I started growing my own. It was like I'm always just ripping my little cilantro out. But I do that, but I don't grow. Yeah. A tomato plant might help me.
Now, Master Gardener should be coming in pretty soon, too. Don't they have a spring
They do, but wasn't Mark... what's
Mark Keaton?
Yeah, Mark Keaton, wasn't he mentioned in Master? Somebody was here not that long ago talking about Master Gardeners. And but everybody's like tilling up because
everybody's trying that now.
What is it, St. Patrick's Day, when people traditionally put out their potatoes for some reason?
Depends on what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't garden either?
Betty does the gardening.
Betty does.
I help her go get the seeds. Like she goes, go get me some seeds. I'll walk over to the bin where it says you know, seasonal. I said, do you want me to look on the other side if I can't find them over here?
Yeah.
Yes, Dan, go over on that other side. And if you can't find them there's like rows of bins that have them. So I help her find that.
You help her do that.
Yeah.
Do you do the back-breaking labor once she's
actually,
in there?
yeah, she's got these raised beds at home.
Mm-hmm.
And the wood that I put up for the 2x10s and 2x12s for her, they've rotted out for some reason.
I mean, they've only been there. Ties.
No, I don't want that creosote in the ground, and they'll just rot. I mean, every piece of wood other than cypress or cedar will rot. So I went to the block yard and got some
cement blocks.
Cement blocks, yeah.
Very good.
Here's a good tip too.
Okay.
If you want blocks for that purpose, ask for seconds, and they're about $1 a piece instead of $1.30, $40, whatever. You save some money that way.
Wonderful.
And I don't know what a second is. They look perfect to me.
Well, I mean, it's like it doesn't matter. I know.
Well, they may have a little chunk of
really?
concrete on the side of them. They don't want to clean it
well,
off.
Who
so
cares?
They just,
well, one of my girlfriends, she redid her house a few years ago, and they went somewhere, I don't remember where, I think it was around Jonesboro, and bought wood floor seconds because some of them, the shading was a little bit off. And they bought a bunch of different varieties, I suppose, and mixed it kind of like almost looks like a patchwork quilt on her floor. It is absolutely gorgeous.
It's like made up like a cabin or something like that?
No, it's a really nice house, and they put the flooring and
they sparsed the different
the boards aren't all the same shade. They're not
cool.
all but they laid it out and made a beautiful pattern, and it just looks gorgeous.
Well, when we did our house, we
got it for nothing.
They got it for nothing?
Well, yeah, I mean, basically, she got this big, huge mess of, like, scrap things, and she made a floor out of it. She's very creative.
Well, when we decided on we wanted hardwood floors because we didn't want, carpet all the way through. So we got the cabin grade, which is more knotty. You see the big knots in them. And I actually like that better than the nice clean grain and all that.
Yeah. Well, I've got hardwood floors, but I mean, my house was built back in the 50s, so it's just, but I've got the real, honest to goodness, hardwood floors everywhere. So I like that. And since Darth Vader's here today.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I should bring him out and show him because everyone who's a regular viewer, and I know you all are, you remember back in November when Mary Ann Sherman.
I remember that show. I was here.
Yeah, you were. The notorious Mary Ann Sherman brought in these little puppies that had been abandoned, and Mary Ann assured me, that they were half dachshund, half Chihuahua. Mary Ann, were you listening? There, she's listening. And the infamous Mary Ann Sherman, and Darth.
And I have to interject that I did not. Darth's looks didn't look very well. I didn't think he was a pretty puppy.
He said that. I think he's going to hurt my feelings. Darth is beautiful. He's a very, very handsome young man.
He developed.
He's chewed the cord of Sweetie sleeps on a heating pad during the day because she's cold-natured, and it's plugged into the wall, turned on. He chewed it in half. Okay, he apparently
it's amazing he didn't get
cannot
shocked.
Electrocute the dog. Apparently, he chewed a lamp cord in half. He's eaten part of a table. He's eaten at least 2 pairs of shoes. Today, he was chewing on my buffet in my dining room.
And isn't that a sign of the owner not being at home?
Oh, probably.
Probably. That's what I'm thinking.
It's a bad owner, I'm sure. Mary Ann said, does he have chew toys? I said, yes, he's got chew toys out the wazoo. He's got lots of chew toys. He's got chew bones.
Did you not sign the contract between you and
Darth
Vader?
I signed a contract that Mary Ann would take him back if he started eating my house. I think that's what I did. But I'm deeply in love with Darth Vader, so he's not going to go anywhere despite how bad he may behave, and he knows that.
Tell us about his toilet habits.
Oh, we can't talk about his toilet habits on TV.
He doesn't like to go outside.
No.
The inside is where he prefers.
Apparently his plumbing only works if it's 72 degrees.
He doesn't like grass, he likes carpet.
Yeah, because he'll go outside and he will go outside, Mary. He will. And then he comes back in the house and he goes again. I said, that's not possible. That is not possible. And then he'll look at me like, what's the problem, Mom? And he eats all the time, but he is the most regular dog you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's like he's on All Brand or something. I don't know. He's a mess. Oh, he literally is a mess. But he sleeps with me every night. Of course, he and Sweetie, and sleeps on my head and all that. But he's a mess. He is a mess. He's so cute. He is absolutely cute. So I'm 100% fan of the Humane Society. They made me sign a contract that I'd promised to be a good mama and all these things.
She's not
I would
fulfilling
do.
her part of the bargain, is she?
Actually, I'm fulfilling it way too well, is what it is.
Probably is.
So anyway, it's worked out very, very well. If anyone was interested, Darth and I have bonded. Oh boy, and he and Sweetie, They've bonded, though. He does live on the edge. He'll pick at her,
really?
you know, like that. And she'll, "Rah." I said, Darth, you're living on the edge, bud. You're living on the edge. And the next thing you know, she, "Rah," and he runs off and looks around like, Mom, Mom. But they love each other. They sleep together on the little pad, all cuddled up. But
That's
Darth
fun.
is a mess.
That's fun.
He's my little beast.
Well, do you want to talk about the show? Or?
Well, we talked about Mary Ann,
We did.
the infamous, notorious
I
Mary
should be
Ann
coming up
Sherman.
last on the show,
Mary Ann,
later on
who's
the show.
with you today?
Okay. This time we have Babe.
Babe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, those are incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jack Russells are terrific
Yeah, you
dogs.
put them out one time and they know where to go.
Oh,
use
then,
the
yeah,
restroom.
yeah. Babe, I'd probably say, Babe, you need to go to the bathroom right here, and she'd say, yes, ma'am, and go out and do it every time. Probably show everybody else how to do it. But Darth does go to the bathroom a lot in my bathroom. I mean, he does tend to go into the bathroom. I don't know what's up with that, but he will. He'll go. You can almost, every day when I come home from work, I just can almost guarantee there'll be a present left in the bathroom for me. I tell you, he's just a mess. I don't know what I'm going to do with him.
We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on at the.
We're
the
going to talk
cottage.
a lot.
Yeah, about the
Yeah.
shed and
But
different
Chris
areas
Christie
up there.
Kern's here, and we've got music and more music. And it looks like more music. Plus, she's going to talk
Excuse me.
about the photography contest, which has become very, very popular in our
Okay.
area.
Lots of questions
So,
about that.
all kinds of stuff.
I bought a brand new camera, and I've done a lot of research on cameras
And
because I'm not very well versed. I mean, I'm versed on how to hold it and point and shoot. Yeah, but I used to have a 35 millimeter camera back, and I was a semi-professional photographer
Really?
back in the day, and did weddings and on
I
location
had no
shoots. Yeah.
idea. Well, how? See, I'd take a picture and this much of your head would be cut off. I'm a terrible picture taker.
Yeah.
That's why I hate it when people go, "Would you take our picture?" I think, "Oh, please, no, don't ask me. Don't ask me."
Well,
Terrible.
we had. My wife takes all the pictures now of family things, family events, but the creativity part of it, I can't take a point and shoot camera. You can't get the proper lighting. You can't get the proper focus.
Well, what kind
You
of
can't-
camera did you get?
I
like a
bought
really nice digital one?
A Fujifilm camera.
A film camera, not a digital?
No, it's a digital
Okay.
camera. Yeah, it's a Fujifilm brand name. But
Okay.
anyway, there's you can set the shutter, you can set the aperture,
That's
all
how-
that. Well,
I don't know
yeah,
what those
if
things
you want
are.
the special things where if I'm taking a picture of you and you're in focus and everything else is blurred, you can't do that with an instant push camera.
Okay, why
have to
would
do
you want
something.
everything else blurred, Daniel?
Well, it accentuates the subject.
Oh, I thought you did that by putting me right in the middle of the frame.
No, that's a big mistake too. You need to balance the frame out with the subject in the background.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't
Maybe I should give a
know.
course in
You
this.
should probably give a course, because when I go on vacation, I always kind of put me in the corner. But usually, I don't ever have any
Well, they're
pictures.
trying to cut you out, but they
Well,
just
no,
don't quite do it.
I travel by myself most of the time, and so
Yeah.
I never have any people say, "Are you sure you were really there?" I said, "Anybody to take my picture?" So I take pictures,
Oh.
but there's nobody in them. I mean, so I have
Yeah.
lots of pictures of places I've been, but there's nobody in them. So
But I just love this camera, and I may start entering some contests.
Enter
Yeah, I
Christie's
might do it.
contest. It's become very,
But
very.
I wanna
they've
know the
expanded
rules, though.
Well, they've expanded the categories
Yeah.
because it's gotten big, and they've had to add different. They had to add a whole new. A few years ago, what, a grandchildren category, I think, because so many people were obviously putting in. So they have a whole separate category now for grandkids, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and some of the contests include digital reproduction or manipulation, creative. Yeah,
Creative.
and that's a skill in itself. But I like the pure ones. You know, we'll be talking all about
Yeah,
that.
I like the usually like the I guess landscape or nature shots. You know, people will have a bird or people down at White River at the bridge down at Cotter. That's always a popular
I
subject.
like the old barns.
Yeah.
I like finding old barns.
I'll tell you what, mist off water is hard to beat.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
stuff is really pretty. And there's pets. Oh, pets are hilarious and things like that. So it's really nice. Everybody, it's been started. I think Steve Johnson may be the one that got it started a few years ago, and because he was our big digital he taught some
Yeah.
digital photography continuing ed classes. It's been going on for
Good.
several
Yeah.
years.
And we'll find out all about that when Christy's coming up. She'll be coming up first
And we've got
after a
one
break.
more. We've forgotten about Shirley.
We did
I
not-
mentioned
we did not
Shirley,
forget her.
The early morning riser who likes to walk.
There's something to do with pancake breakfast.
Shirley's going to feed us pancake. No.
Now, do Methodists? Is that all they do? Is make pancake breakfast?
That's the Knights of Columbus. Every 3 months, the Knights of Columbus have a
Oh, every
pancake
3
breakfast
months, yeah.
because I always work work their pancake breakfast.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every time people say, I didn't know you're Catholic, I'm not Catholic.
I'm helping.
I'm not Catholic. I'm just
working.
helping. I'm just
Yeah.
helping. They need help, and I'm helping out. I am Methodist, however. So I need to help
yeah.
the Methodist pancake breakfast. Because, by the way, I am Methodist.
Well, I know for sure that these
So
pancake...
Shirley Pointer's here.
Yes, Shirley Pointer will be here. And these pancake breakfasts, they will feed you, and you can't... You get your money's worth.
Usually all
with
you
that.
can
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah.
And
go
everything's
back
good.
and
And you
eat.
get like, bacon or sausage or something. There's always some choices like that. But
Yeah.
it's fun. Like I said, I worked another one a couple of weeks ago and just had a ball working the pancake breakfast. So.
Now, do you clean up or do you make the mess?
I'm the waitress. We're all assigned certain
Okay.
tables, and then you go back, and they've got it down to a science. You go back in, you tell them the full Paul Bunyan, which means you get 2 pancakes, 2 pieces of sausage, a biscuit, and gravy.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. Or
Yeah.
you can say, I need a Paul Bunyan, hold the sausage, need a Paul Bunyan, hold the biscuit,
Yeah.
need a Paul Bunyan, hold the gravy, need a Paul Bunyan,
You get
extra
any tips?
sausage. No. Some people will tease you, talk to you. Everybody's very, very nice, very, very nice. So I enjoy it. Like I said, whenever Phil calls and says I could use some help, I get up and go over there. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, we're way long for a break.
We are way
Yeah,
long.
we
I should have
talked
brought
quite a
Darth
bit.
out by now.
Yeah, and we'll talk.
Dan's not this interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, they know that.
I'm
I
in the
didn't have
dog
to tell them.
category, but not that interesting.
Okay.
Christy Kern will be up in just a couple of minutes, and we'll talk with her about all the things that are happening out at the shed or the ASU. Stay with us.